Come on, let's go hear Dr. Mike say it's blood sugar or something easy to fix. Knight followed Rook into the waiting room that made up the entry to Dr. Mike's house. 3 other doors led to exam rooms, and upstairs were recovery rooms. Dr. Mike himself lived on the 3rd floor, a bachelor his entire life. Only one of the exam room doors was shut. Rook knocked, 3 rough taps of his knuckles, and a distinctly feminine voice told him to come in. Bryn sat cross-legged on the exam table, her dress swapped out for a cloth gown, straight black hair fallen forward to curtain her pale face. Her cheeks were rosier than normal, her blue eyes bright. "How do you feel?" Rook asked. He tugged her into a hug. "You okay?" "I feel fine." Bryn pecked his cheek, then nudged him away a bit. She tossed a chagrined smile at Knight. "I'm sorry for scaring you earlier." Knight shrugged. "I've had worse scares. What did Dr. Mike say?" "Blood pressure, pulse, and temperature are all normal for me. He's downstairs checking some blood that he drew." "Did he say what he was looking for?" Rook asked. "No." She sucked her lower lip into her mouth, nervous. She had an idea, only she wasn't saying. Knight didn't have to open his empathy too far to sense her anxiety. "Did he give you any sort of a hint?" "He asked me a few questions." "Such as?" "Such as how she puts up with that nosy husband of hers," Dr. Mike said, his big voice filling the room before his body did. He was smiling like Knight had never seen, and his joy soothed some of Knight's own nerves. "Is she all right?" Rook asked. "So far, so good, but Miss Bryn and I will be needing to make regular appointments for the next few months to make certain she stays that way." "Why?" Knight saw the answer coming before Dr. Mike said it. "Because she's pregnant." "She's what?" Rook blinked hard, one hand snaking out to grab his wife's. Bryn's wide eyes got impossibly wider, her mouth opening, but only a sharp squeak coming out. "She's late, and her blood test confirmed it," Dr. Mike said. "You two are pregnant." "How's that possible?" Bryn asked. "Half-breeds are always sterile." "Human half-breeds, yes. History has long told us that, but as I said when you first came to us, you're unusual. There was no way to know if you could have children with a full-blood loup." "I'm pregnant." She spoke the words as though trying to convince herself of the reality. "Sweet Avesta, I'm pregnant. We're having a baby." Rook still looked shell-shocked and slightly pale. Knight studied his brother, concerned by the reaction. He didn't seem upset exactly, but he also wasn't shaking for joy over the news. "How far along?" Knight asked. 6 weeks, Dr. Mike replied. "It's still very early, and since we truly don't know what to expect from the pregnancy, I'd advise against telling too many people right away." "You think something could go wrong?" Bryn asked. "Every pregnancy comes with risks, especially during the first trimester, and I would hazard that yours comes with more risks than most. To be frank, I've birthed hundreds of loup, but I know nothing about the Mage's gestation cycle." "Magi get pregnant the same way as loup in humans. Our cycles tend to be faster, 32 weeks rather than 38. Babies are smaller and weigh less, but they're fully developed. How did loup go?" "The child of 2 full-blood loup garou can develop for anywhere from 40 to 42 weeks. 10 weeks is a big difference," Knight said. "Hence the extra caution we're going to take." Dr. Mike gently cuffed the side of Rook's head. "Are you with us over there, lad?" "Yeah, here." Rook shook himself all over. "I can't believe it. I mean, we weren't even trying." "We weren't exactly using protection either," Bryn whispered, even though all 3 men could hear. Something fierce and protective settled over Rook, and he tugged Bryn closer, wrapped his arms around her waist. "Are you okay that this is happening?" She tucked her head beneath his chin, making such a beautiful picture of 2 people in love that Knight's gut hurt. "I'm scared. I can't explain why, but I want this baby so badly now that I know it exists, and I'm scared of losing it." "We'll do everything we can to make sure that doesn't happen," Dr. Mike said. "Light activities, frequent checkups, a very healthy diet." "I can't believe we're having a baby," Rook said. He laughed softly, his joy finally peeking through. "I'm gonna be a father."